Welcome back to Action 2 News at 5. A recent vote by the Joint Committee on Finance to end funding for a pandemic-era child care program is advocates with the Wisconsin Child Care Administration Association urging child care providers to take a stand.
They're calling for a strike at child care centers across the state tomorrow. Emily Beyer brings us both sides in this first alert update.
The vote happened in the early morning hours of Friday, June 16th, to end funding for the Child Care Counts program. This program awarded nearly $600 million to more than 4,900 child care providers in Wisconsin from March 22 through March of this year. Those funds were used to keep child care providers' doors open, using the money to cover expenses, but also preventing some centers from having to raise their rates. That funding will be gone by next February. The Joint Committee on Finance has 16 members, 12 Republicans and 4 Democrats. Republicans, like Senator Eric Wimberger of Green Bay, in agreement to end the funding, saying, quote, "Instead of continuing that program with state tax dollars, the Joint Committee on Finance made a substantial and responsible $95 million investment into state child care programs that are needs-based. This includes $15 million to support new child care facilities and $5 million to help retain qualified child care workers," end quote. Governor Tony Evers proposed making the Child Care Counts program permanent using more than $300 million in state money over the next 2 years. But Republicans rejected that. Democratic Senator Kelda Roys says ending this funding will ultimately hurt our economy.
We know that without child care counts, we would have seen even more closures over the last several years. We've already lost more than half of our providers since 2007. This is going to have a devastating impact not only on the ability of parents to stay in the workforce, but on employers who are going to see an even greater workforce shortage and the economy as a whole.
The advocacy group Wisconsin Child Care Administration Association says they sent letters to child care centers throughout Wisconsin, asking them to strike on Tuesday to show the impact when families don't have child care. We haven't heard from any child care providers that plan to take part in the strike yet, but one local provider, after getting the letter, said the last few years have been challenging and they couldn't in good conscience participate because of how it would impact the families and staff they serve. In Green Bay, Emily Beyer, Action 2 News.